Hello and welcome to Moving on the Mat with Dana. It's beautiful out today. It's March. It's early spring, actually still officially winter, but we've been having a really nice season here in Ontario. So I'm hitting the mat early because it's just too beautiful not to. So we're going to just do a quick little warm-up, stretch out, kind of like a full body stretch today. So thanks for joining, and we're just going to start simple with just a few shoulder rolls just to loosen things up. So just rolling the shoulders one way, deep breath in and out, and then circle the other way, just getting all that tension out, rolling it out, breathing in and out, and then shake it out. Good. Let's take a couple deep breaths in. Just sweep arms up, breathe in, look up, and then down the center. Let's do two more of those. Big breath in and out. Final big breath. Look up and then shake it down to the sides. We're just going to fold forward and just relax for a few seconds, just sinking and sort of shifting around, and then rolling ourselves back up, and take a deep breath in with one arm coming up. Exhale out, side bend, reach out, open that side rib, look to the sky or the ceiling, open that side body, come back to center. Let's take the other side up, arm up, breathe in, side bend, lengthen, reach out, lengthen out through the side rib, side oblique, come back down. Okay, and then we're going to take the arm across the chest, shoulder stretch, bicep, shoulder, a little of the rotator cuff stretching out, lengthen it out, get into that tight spot, hug that arm in. Okay, and the same arm up, shake it out, loosen it up, reach the fingertips down, add a push here or a pull, and then I like to just do another little side bend, open the side ribs one more time, turn up, and we're reaching the arm around into cow's head arms, so coming up the back, fingertips reaching towards each other, just looks like this, okay, and then relax out, shake it out again, loosen it all up. Let's try the other side, bring the arm across, hug it in, bicep, shoulder stretch, deep breath in and out. Lengthen that shoulder blade, lengthen through the arm, get into that bicep, bring it back up, shake it out again. Walk fingertips down, add a little push or even a pull, and a little side bend. Open the side ribs, feel that stretch, come back up. And once again, release the elbow, bring the hand around the back, fingertips up the back for one more time, reaching into it. And again, maybe clasping and touching, maybe not, okay? And then just relax, shake it out. Let's take a deep breath in, push down, and then open the shoulders, and then lengthen up, reach a bit back. And then come back to center and do another side bend. And tall, breathe in. Exhale, lengthen out, stretch out. Bring those arms around the back. Open the chest, open the shoulders, pull those arms down the back, open that heart chakra, and then just fold forward, sink into it, stretch into it, relax down, lengthen it out, stretch it out, and then we'll drop those arms again, just going a little deeper to that forward fold, and then roll yourself up. Excellent. Okay, let's do one more arm and shoulder stretch. We're going to bring the arm across, hugging it in again. And then bring hands to each shoulder, kind of like giving yourself a big hug, and then wrap into eagle arms, opening through the chest and back, opening up through the upper back. Breathe. Release. And relax. Shake it out. Let's try side two again. Bring the arm around, hug it in. One hand again to each shoulder, reach it out. And then again, just wrapping into eagle, opening the back and shoulders, breathe into it. Release it down, shake it out. Let's bring the hands into reverse prayer. So again, we're going around the back, sweeping wide, up the back. Connect as best you can through the back. So palms come together up the back. Ideally like this. Again, palms together. If this is too much, you can reduce it down just to like a little bit like this, cupped hands. But again, ideally, reverse prayer if you can. Okay, and let's do one more forward fold with that. So connecting to the back, deep breath and lengthening up. And just fold forward. Keep that connection through the back. Sink forward, deep breath in and out. Lengthen everything out. Breathe deeply. And breathe in, come back up. And shake out hands, wrists, fingers, shoulders. Everything give it a shake. We're going into first warrior. So let's step one leg forward, a medium step, not huge but not small, and just ground through the feet here. So legs are parallel, hip width apart. You're sinking into that front knee, feeling the feet on the floor. Sweep those arms up to first warrior and just lengthen here for a breath or two. Relax the shoulders a little. Make sure you're not pulling. It's relaxed, okay? Breathe. And then open to warrior two. So we're turning towards that back leg side, floating those arms up parallel to the ground. Keep everything parallel. Check behind to see it's parallel and front. And then reverse warrior. Gaze up, reach up, look up. Come back long and wide. We're going to return to center. Everything parallel to the front of the mat. And then we're going to shift forward into the balance. So again, weight coming onto that front leg. Take your time, just lengthen it out. We're lifting, balancing, reaching, holding. Sweep the arms back to rocket warrior. Pull those shoulders back, hands together. Lengthen those legs out. Gently drop back. Feet are now, hip width apart. One slightly forward, one slightly back. Toes parallel, facing the front. Let's go back into that reverse prayer. Okay, so sweeping around. This time legs are long, one forward, one back. We're going into pyramid pose or triangle forward bend. So connect to the back of the spine. Take a deep breath in as you ground down, lengthen up. And again, slowly fold forward, heading to that front knee. Take your time, sink into it, breathe into it, fold forward, sink it down. Feel that stretch through the hamstrings. Keep the connection through the back. Breathe and come up. And back into warrior one. Just relax again in warrior one. We're going to finish this set off with a little twist towards the bent knee side. Again, you're opening chest, opening back, opening shoulders, squeezing out through those abs, lengthening those arms out long. Turn back up. And we're going to just step the feet together parallel, hip width apart, sinking into a floating chair. So again, sinking it back slowly. Tailbone sinking, feet grounding, spine is just looking up, neutral, reach those arms up, action back, and just hold it here for a few seconds, really feeling those quadriceps working for 5, 4, 3, 2, come back in, and up, very good. Let's try the other side, starting with that first warrior. So one leg forward, other heel back, feet are parallel, hip width apart, ground through those feet, feel that stretch to the legs. Sweep those arms up, relax the shoulders at the top. Take a few deep breaths in and out here in first warrior. Feel those legs stretching, spine lengthening, shoulders relaxing. Open wide, 2, warrior 2. Float those arms out, open the chest back, shoulders, lengthen it out. And again, make sure everything's parallel to the ground. We're opening the shoulders and chest. Reverse warrior, front arm comes up, gaze up, look up. Come back to warrior 2. Turn to first warrior. We're going to shift forward onto that front leg for the balance. Warrior 3, shifting forward, reaching arms forward, lengthening and strengthening through that leg on the ground. Then we're going to sweep the arms behind to rocket warrior, pull the shoulder blades back, open that chest a little, lengthen it, gently drop down through the back leg. And once again, just reconnect with the floor, ground, one leg slightly forward, one slightly back, everything's parallel, hip width apart, comfortable. And again, we're going to sweep the arms behind the back, opening the heart chakra, opening through the chest. Reverse prayer, coming up the back of the spine. Again, take them into ground. Breathe in and lengthen. And then breathe out, slowly fold forward. Head to that front knee, sink into it. Fold forward, feel those hamstrings stretching. Take a deep breath in and out. Go a little deeper, big breath out. Good. Breathe and come all the way up. Shake those hands and wrists out. Return back to first warrior. So I'm sinking my back leg back a little bit, grounding through both feet, bending that front knee. Warrior 1 again. And then we're going to go back into a little twist. Open chest, back shoulders, float those arms out. Lengthen and float out. Deep breath in and out in warrior 2 twist. Turn to center. And step it in and get ready for another floating chair. So find your feet hip width apart, parallel, and gazing up as you sink the tailbone back and down. Action back, weights in the heels, gaze up, reach up, look up, and just hold for a few seconds, really feeling those quadriceps working for 5, 4, 3, 2, lift up. Good. Okay, We're going to take it next to dancer pose. So a little balance. I'm going to ground through one leg, soft knee, root through the toes. I'm going to grab the other leg up, and I'm just opening that front hip and thigh, reaching the opposite arm up, and just take a second here to let that knee drop, hip open, chest open, rounding that foot, lengthening the spine. If you want, you can do a little lift back, opening the hip a bit more, but reaching the arm up as well. So both arm reaching and leg lifting, balancing, opening the hip, a little back bend here. Deep breath, in and out, and return down back to mountain. And just take a few seconds in mountain to regroup, relax, breathe. Feel the feet grounding beneath you, hip width apart, everything parallel and even between right and left side. Shoulders pull back. And then we're going to take it to dancer on the opposite leg. So again, shift over to the other leg. Bring that leg up, open that front hip and thigh. Take your time reaching and lengthening. So grounding through one foot, opening through the opposite hip, lengthening the whole spine out, opening the chest a little. Lift, lengthen, breathe deeply. Hold for another breath or two. Lift and lengthen all the way up to dancer. Small back bend happening here. Big balance. Let's return down. Okay, relax down. Okay, so we're going to take it now to the ground. So that was a little hip opener. We're going to do a little more hips on the ground. I might have to adjust the camera for this. So just taking our time, we're going to sink back, lean back, weight behind you, and we're coming into Malasana, or the deep squat here. So feet grounding as much as possible, hands just at the heart, opening through the hips. So hips, knees, and hams all getting a little bit of a stretch here. And I'm just going to take the camera down towards the floor so you can see what I'm doing better for the next few exercises. Oops. Okay, so this is taking a few more minutes to do a little bit of groundwork. So anytime you're on the floor, we're doing a little bit of a hip stretch, and I'm just taking it to the bound ankle pose. So knees falling off to the side, spine lengthening, and full body breathing. We're just gonna take a minute to even open the feet a little bit. So bring them close, open those feet up, lengthen your spine up. Take a few slow, full, relaxing breaths here. Just try to get those hips to release and relax your body, connect with your breath. And then we're going to move on to a simple twist. So I'm going to take one leg out, one leg's going to come across towards the hip, okay? Bring it towards the hip, lengthening your spine and opening chest, back, shoulders to the other side, away from your foot, opening your shoulders, lengthen and look out, deep breath in and out. And just going a little deeper into that twist, every breath out. And return to center. Uncross legs, give them a little shake out, massage out, pound out, loosen everything up. It's just a windshield washer feet too, while we're at it, just loosening up the ankles a bit. Deep breath in and out. Okay, and then we'll try the other side, so opposite foot crossing over. Bring that foot as close to the hip as you can, then lengthen your spine and look away from that grounded foot. Opening shoulders, opening chest, lengthening spine, breathing in and out. A couple more deep breaths here, in and out. Slowly come back to center, and then we're just gonna walk hands forward, reaching to those ankles, sink into it, breathe into it, feel that stretch through the hamstrings, okay? And then windmill the arms behind, one then the other, and just try to get those hands to be shoulder width, okay? Palms grounding. We're gonna lift through the hips, lengthen up through the spine, coming into another little back bend, tabletop, opening the hip flexors, grounding those palms, deep breath in and out. Feel that stretch. And come down. Slowly walk forward. One more time, one more forward fold. Reaching towards ankles, sinking a little deeper this time maybe. Deep breath in and out. Okay, and then I'm going to take legs wide for a minute and still letting the hips and hamstrings stretch here a little. We're going to go into a side bend, so just reach overhead. Open that side rib, open that side oblique. Lengthen through that side body, look to the ceiling. Breathe, lengthen, reach. Come back up and going to that same side, one more sitting twist. So just hands can help you. So I got one hand on the outside of the thigh, one hand behind the back, and I'm opening the shoulders, opening through the chest, lengthening and squeezing out those abs, breathing in and out. Turn to center. I'm going to walk it forward slowly into a pancake, so just folding it forward, reaching and sinking into it. Take your time, go a little deeper every breath out. Again, if you have a brick, you can also use that just to rest down on. And there's multiple ways you can use it. You can also just rest your forehead on the brick and then sink a little deeper, whatever suits you. Okay, and then we're going to go to the side bend with the other leg. So just again, overhead reach, lift, lengthen, deep breath in and out. Feel that side body stretching out. Sink into it, breathe into it. Come back up and walk hands again to the side. Open the shoulders, open that chest, lengthen and look out. Deep breath in and out. Squeeze out those abs, lengthen and look. Breathe deeply. Twists are really cleansing. Okay, we're getting a little bit into the digestive system. Okay, let's bring the feet back together to bound angle pose one more time. Okay, and again, just let those knees drop, hips open, spine lengthen, full body breathing, relaxing. So lower body just sinking as you breathe and lengthen the spine up a little. We're gonna go to head to knee pose. So again, this is a bit of a hamstring stretch. Okay, so we're getting a little more to the hams. One leg coming out long, one foot tucking in, and just turning towards that extended long leg and reach it forward. Reach into it, breathe into it, go a little deeper every breath out. Relax, breathe, sink. Return to center. Okay, let's come back to center with both feet. One more time into bound angle pose, just relaxing here. Grounding and relaxing, breathing and sinking, opening those hips up, lengthening that spine out, and going into side two. So again, we're going to go back to head to knee pose. Other leg out, and again, just turn towards that extended leg. This leg's just tucking at the side, and just take your time, reaching into it, fold forward, relax, sink, reach, lengthen and breathe. A little deep every breath out. Back up. Okay. One last bound angle pose. And just bring those soles of the feet together. Let those knees drop. Again, you can bring the feet open a little if you like. Open that hip a little. Okay, so now I'm actually going to move into a resting sort of grounding hip stretch called pigeon. So I'm just going to leave one leg where it is, towards the foot's towards the center of the mat, and then this leg is going to come around the back. And in my case, I am going to use my brick a little, just for a little resting position. So again, it's like this. Your foot's in front, you're opening through that hip. This back leg is long, and we're going to sink down as much as you can. And you can rest right to the floor if you want. Again, and just relaxing here, feeling the hip stretch, hopefully not feeling this very much in the knee. So just sink down, and we're just going to take half a minute here, just breathing, letting that hip release, hip open. And this is a very grounding pose, so just resting and breathing, sinking and relaxing. Feel that hip release. And then we're going to slowly walk it up. Okay, so the next part of pigeon, so we're trying to open the hip, we're trying to ground here, but we're also going to reach the back leg and just bring it up and pull it towards you a little bit. And again, this is towards mermaid, or not quite king pigeon, obviously, but just opening it. It's a little bit of the ham stretch here. Feel that stretch. Then we're going to relax. Let's come into downward dog, just to stretch out the legs a little bit. Walk the dog, ground those palms, pedal the feet, lengthen everything out, come into toes and heels. Feel that full body stretch and lengthening. Grounding and breathing. Walk the dog a bit if you like. Really lengthen it, and then come forward. And come forward into plank, and then drop into a cobra. So lengthening the spine, opening the chest, opening the hips, and then sink back, child pose, relax. Deep breath in and out. Sink that tailbone down. And then we're going to come back into the other side. So, same as before, we're going to start just by sitting in bound angle pose, middle of your mat, maybe a little bit towards the front of the mat. Take a few seconds here, deep breath in and out. Feel that lower body sinking, upper body lengthening, still opening through the hips here, relaxing. And then we're going to take this leg around this time. So this foot stays sort of towards the middle. This leg's going to work its way around the back. Lengthen out through the back. This knee's off to the side, heels towards the middle. Be careful of your knee joint though. We're going to walk it forward. And again, we're just rounding here, sinking towards the ground. Feeling a bit extra hip stretch. Taking a deep breath in and out. Just try to relax for 20-30 seconds. Grounding, sinking, and just breathing. Feeling that hip opening. One more deep breath in and out. And again, just slowly come back up with the hands. Walk them in a little. And we're going to try to, still sinking that hip down, you're just going to reach through the back. Try to grab that back foot, bring it towards you, opening the hip towards the ground, bringing that leg towards you, deep breath in and out. Getting a little extra stretch of the front quad and a bit through the hamstring. Okay? And then release. Hands back to the floor. Let's come back into downward dog. Stretch out in down dog. Walk the dog. Lengthen your spine. Stretch out those legs. Deep breath in and out. Feel that full body stretch. And then again, we're coming forward to plank. And you're just going to drop the lower body and lengthen the upper body into the cobra. Opening hips, opening chest, lengthening spine, lengthening it back. And then sinking back. Child pose. Relax and breathe and sink. Breathe into that lower back. Slowly walk the hands up. And we're going to come back into sitting. So one more time into sitting. Okay, so we have been doing some hips and hamstring stretches here for the last 5 or 10 minutes. So I'm going to try a little bit more, not that much more advanced, but a little bit of a deeper hip stretch. I'm going to bring one leg in, and I'm going to try to bring this leg on top. And this, again, is half lotus. So if you want to do full lotus, that bottom leg can come in and tuck inside here. But again, this is just half lotus, a little bit of a hip stretch. We're sinking everything down. We're breathing in and out. Just try and get those hips to relax and open. I'm going to add a little twist. So this leg that's on top, I'm going to bring this one behind and just gently place this hand on top for a little extra stretch and hip opening, just a bit. Deep breath in and out. Come back to center. And let's switch it up. So the leg on top is dropping down. The leg underneath is coming back up. And again, just try to get those knees to relax. Try to get everything to sink towards the ground. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Let that hip open. Okay, so once again, I'm going to add a little twist to this. So the leg that's on top, I'm going to take the one behind, the leg that's on top, the opposite hand's going to come up and just gently placing on top. Again, just a little bit of pressure, as much as comfortable for you. It's your leg, so you know. It could be very little, it can be a little extra if you want, but don't overdo it. Deep breath in and out. And relax. Okay, let's get those legs to shake out. Shake, shake, shake. We're going to do one more tabletop. So again, hands behind the back, about shoulder width apart. Lengthening through the spine, coming into a little back bend, opening up the hips in tabletop. Deep breath in and out. And then when you're ready, gently come back down. One more forward fold. Walk those hands out. Reach towards the heels. Sink forward. Sink and breathe into it. Feel that hamstring stretch. And good. Shake, shake, shake. We're going to finish off with a little bit of sitting and breathing. So for the end here, I'm just going to sit in easy pose and just relaxing. Just connecting, taking a minute first just to relax and breathe, connect with your breath. And hands can be in Jana Mudra if you like mine are. That's thumb to first fingers, other fingers extending. And just take a quiet minute to quiet the mind. Connect with your breathing. Slow, full, deep breaths in and out. was probably just under a minute. Again, it's always good to take a minute to just breathe. I mean, we're always breathing. It's an automatic response, but the difference is the quality of breath. So when you really breathe with, you know, intention and quieting and being centered and grounded and present, as opposed to thinking about other things and being on the go and just letting it happen naturally, the grounded, sitting, deeper breathing, fuller breaths helps your digestion system, it helps clear your mind, it helps your body relax. It's a very cleansing process, okay? Just taking in a bit of extra oxygen and just giving your mind a minute to relax for a minute as well, mind and body. So let's finish off with a quick little breathing exercise. We're going to do alternate nostril breathing, and I'm going to do the sun version because it's sunny out, it's the daytime, it's a little bit more warming and energizing than the moon version. So you can join me with this one. It's just going to be roughly a minute. So what we're going to do is cover both nostrils very gently. Okay, so traditionally ring finger and thumb, but doesn't have to be. And then we're going to start with opening just the right side, your right side, breathing in. Cover both, open left, breathe out. Cover both gently, open right, breathe in. Gently cover both, open left, breathe out. And just take a minute here for this alternate nostril breathing. Just move at your own pace. Last rep, just finished our last set off. Turn to regular breaths in and out. Let's take a deep breath in, arms come up, all the way up, reach up, look up. And as you breathe out, come back to center, back into the heart chakra. Take another deep breath in and out here. And then the next breath out, we're going to bring the hands into Lotus Mudra. So deep breath in. And out to Lotus Mudra. This is a symbol of purity, pure heart, pure mind, pure body, and thank you for joining me today, and I hope that was refreshing, invigorating, relaxing, and have a great rest of the day or night wherever you are, whatever you're doing today, and take care, and thanks for joining me on Moving on the Mat.